Background checks or background investigations. Today I'm going to talk about the three types. The challenge with background checks is that there's a few different types in several situations where they're needed. Today I'm going to talk about the three main types: pre-employment, litigation, and due diligence, and give you some details. First, let's start with pre-employment. Okay, pre-employment background checks are pretty typical. You need to understand that authorization is required. They're pretty quick, turned around in 2 days or less in typical situations. They typically cost around $50, give or take. You're going to conduct these before you hire an employee or a contractor, a volunteer, or maybe somebody you're doing business with. The applicant or subject is entitled to a copy of the report depending on what state where the employee works. A pre-employment background check will typically include a national database of criminal records, sex offender search, county criminal searches in the counties where the applicant has resided going back around 7 years. Some employers also check federal criminal, run a driving record, and they often add on verifications of prior employment and education, as well as drug screening. If you conduct a pre-employment background check without an authorization, you're creating an unneeded risk and exposure that is not needed, so the recommendation is you do them properly. The second type of background investigation will be the litigation type. This one's done discreetly, no authorization is required, and the subject will not become aware that this background investigation is being conducted. They are very in-depth. They can include, but are not limited to, many of the following things: identity verification, credit header search, social security trace, address history. We develop all names used, state and county court searches for criminal and civil records, federal court searches for civil and criminal records, bankruptcies, judgments, liens, driving records, business ownership and affiliations, professional license searches, property ownership, vehicle ownership, social media, news media, and much, much more. There's no restrictions on what can be researched, reported. Arrests, convictions, non-convictions that are found can be reportable, and there's no contact required with the subject, and there's no requirement to provide a copy of the report. These types of background investigations are often triggered when a plaintiff files a lawsuit, and the defense will often conduct a background investigation on the plaintiff. Maybe it's before the deposition of a party involved in litigation. It could be a defendant or a witness. So there's very many times when the background investigation discreetly can be conducted. Now I want to move on to due diligence. Due diligence background investigations can be done discreetly, but many times both parties understand the search is being conducted and authorization is not required, but it's often provided. Why would you want to conduct a due diligence background investigation? Maybe you're entering into a partnership with a new or existing business, or you're going to buy a business, or you're going to be partnering with someone on a business venture. A due diligence background investigation can be very in-depth. They can be conducted on individuals, and we also recommend conducting them on the businesses these individuals are involved with. A due diligence background investigation can run anywhere from $500 to $1,000 per subject and can take anywhere from a couple days to a week, and they could also involve verifications and reference calls as well. When it comes to background investigations, it's all about risk mitigation. Do your background investigations properly at the right time and protect yourself and your business from unneeded risks. Also, stay tuned for the next video where I answer a common question I get from clients all the time about what information do you exactly need on a subject to conduct a background investigation. I look forward to connecting with you in the comments, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.